Let's talk about the trust factors you need to address in order to increase revenue in your photography business. If you're just getting started, one of the biggest challenges you need to overcome is establishing credibility and optimizing conversion rates when customers are considering buying but need a nudge to click submit. Given that you won't be personally interacting with many customers when they first discover you, your credibility will need to be established with your online presence, specifically your website and your social presence. I'm going to tell you about 30 trust factors, and yes, they all matter. If you're new to my content, I'm Adam Radley and I'm the founder of iMagine. This channel is for photographers that want to start and grow their business. I'm also creating a series of videos called 100 Ways to Get Customers for Photographers. If you want to receive alerts when I release new videos, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, let's get into it. BJ Fogg is one of the world's leading researchers on web credibility. He said that web credibility is about making your website come across as trustworthy and knowledgeable. Your website is the first point of contact for your customers, so it's responsible for first impressions. You all know the expression, you only get one chance to make a first impression. If your website is seen to be credible by your customers, people will trust what it says, feel more comfortable about sharing their personal data, and feel more confident about contacting you or spending money. So let's work through a checklist of things that impact the credibility of your website. Web design matters. People do judge a book by its cover, and they will judge you by your website and its design. If you're not a designer, then you need to use templates that were created by designers, or you need to hire a designer. The reality is that the more attractive the design, the greater the feeling of trustworthiness and professionalism in the minds of your audience. Make your address and phone number visible. You should at least include it in the footer, because everybody's expecting to see it in the footer. Of course, you can also add it to the header or sidebar. Make it easy to contact you. Include a link in the contact form from the navigation menu. People usually look for it at the end of the menu. Websites that have no contact methods are suspicious. Message relevance. When somebody arrives at your website, they'll be looking for signs that indicate that they're in the right place. Don't just send everybody to the homepage. Try to make sure that the initial content that anybody sees is relevant to whatever it is they were looking for. Spelling and grammar. The occasional error is not a problem, however anything more than that is a big problem. Also, keep in mind that people have some tolerance for spelling and grammatical errors in blog posts, but they have zero tolerance for errors in sales copy in places like your homepage. Simple language. People have to understand you. If you know your customer well, you should know how much assumed knowledge to include in your content. If you don't know your customer, it'll be very difficult for you to communicate in the language they're expecting. If you don't speak their language, they'll think you're not legit. Link to external sites that reference you. If you're just getting started, you can ignore this for now. If you do happen to have articles written about you or your organization in the media or on any website that has any authority, you should link to them. People are always more interested in what other people think of you rather than what you think of yourself. Include bios and photos. Regardless of whether you're a team or a one-person business working from home, you should present bios and photos of yourself and the team. Office photos. If you do happen to have a real office with real people, you should show it off. Take pictures of it from the outside and put them on your website. Don't use stock photos that look like stock photos. Nothing looks more ridiculous than a smiling customer service person with a headset or two men wearing suits shaking hands. Visible return and refund policies, if applicable. You only see this on credible websites. You never see it on questionable websites. Email policy. People want to know what you'll do with their email address if they give it to you. Will you rent it, share it, sell it, spam them? Big statements or claims must be backed up. People are more likely to trust you if you provide evidence from independent parties, neutral experts, or scientific studies. Don't use superlatives. Detailed product or service information. Make sure that you're actually providing sufficient information for the customer to be able to make a decision. Show your pricing. A lot of people don't show their pricing because they want potential customers to call or get in contact. Most people assume this will result in a pushy sales call, so they won't contact you. This obviously won't apply if you're focused on high-end clients or you need to customize your service for every customer. Show your client list. This is obviously sensitive because most clients don't want to be mentioned publicly, but if you can get permission to use a client's name on your website, it'll help you get more clients. Potential customers always want to see examples of customers that are similar to them using your product or service. It's an indication that they're in the right place. Social proof leads to sales. Mention the number of customers. If you have an impressive number of customers, go ahead and mention it on your website. It's another form of social proof. Partnerships. Mention any partnerships, alliances, or associations with people or organizations that have high credibility. People always assume that these kinds of associations can only happen after a lot of due diligence. Some prospects don't want to waste time doing due diligence on you, so they look for evidence of due diligence from somebody else they can trust. Use testimonials. Most people assume they're fake, and in some cases, they don't make any difference. But it's still better to have them than not to have them. Case studies of your work. This is a great way to show examples of how you approach various situations. It helps potential customers and clients understand how you might approach their situation and imagine what it would be like to work with you. Customer reviews. People do trust customer reviews from some sources. Amazon's a good example. If you have real reviews from a trusted source, include them on your website. Secure online payments. If you accept credit cards online, tell customers that you're using the best available online payment security protocols. Include a trust mark. You often see these next to the payment form. If your website doesn't have a blog, create one. It helps you in two ways. The first is that people can see that your site is frequently updated. Secondly, it provides information that demonstrates your expertise. If you don't like writing, you can create videos on a YouTube channel or podcast episodes and embed them into your website. Recommendations. If you can convince somebody that has authority in the photography world or your specific niche within photography to provide a recommendation, then do it and add it to your website. At this point, you should be seeing a trend. People want to know what other people think of you, not what you think of yourself. Include a jobs page. Only real businesses are hiring people. Make sure everything works. Dead links and forms that don't work correctly diminish your credibility. Use social media. You can get away with using one social media platform, but it needs to contain fresh content. Some people think that a dormant social media presence equals a dormant business. And finally, no blinking banners or anything that looks like hype. The one thing that fits hand in glove with this list of trust factors is the iMagine platform and the photography growth package. I've included links to both of them in the description. In the meantime, as important as these trust factors are, they alone will not generate revenue. You need to offer good products or services, then you need to make a portion of your target audience aware of them, and then you need to convert a percentage of them into paying customers. So how do you do all that? First, I'll be releasing a series of videos about 100 ways to get customers for photographers. So go ahead and subscribe if you want to receive alerts when those videos are released. Second, you can generate awareness by using iMagine. It's a platform for people that want to grow their business while having a positive impact on the world. You can grow your customers and social media followers by connecting with other people on iMagine and cross-promoting your brand to each other's customers and followers. You can also find co-founders and sources of capital. The best part of this is that it's free and doesn't involve doing any work. Just create an account, upload a profile pic, enter a brief bio, and check the boxes that match your objectives. Then let the algorithm match you with people that want to work with you. Your matches will show up in your inbox. There are also a lot of other things that you can do on iMagine to grow your business and have a positive impact. Check out the links in the description. Third, if you decide that you want to implement any of the 100 ways to get customers for photographers, you'll need to have the website, landing pages, CRM, and other tools and automations required to convert as many of them as possible into paying customers. To help photographers have the best chance of success, I've created the Photography Growth Package. So what is the Photography Growth Package? I created a digital agency called iMagine Digital so that we can provide everything that you see in my marketing videos. In order to succeed, you need three things: an advanced website with stunning design that addresses all of the 30 critical trust factors, advanced marketing strategies that increase awareness and conversion rates, advanced marketing tools that automate everything. The Photography Growth Package includes a 31-page website that's been set up for photographers with stunning design that addresses all 30 trust factors, everything you need for e-commerce, advanced marketing funnels, a fully featured CRM, ready-made email templates, and more than 100 automations pre-configured. We'll set up everything for you. You just need to add information about your business, then start acquiring customers. If you don't use advanced marketing strategies and you don't use automations, you'll be at a massive disadvantage because digital marketing simply takes too much time when you do it manually. Your business and your personal income depend on it. This is the best way for you to instantly address all of the trust factors, instantly have all of the automations that I mention in all of my videos, and have everything you need to execute the 100 strategies in my series about 100 ways to get customers for photographers. And you'll get all of this with the least amount of time, money, and effort. For most of you, the ability to have everything you need instantly set up and ready to go so that you can get customers 100 different ways will be the difference between success and failure. Check out the links in the description to learn more about it. In the meantime, if you do want to use your existing systems and tools, that's fine. I'm still going to give you my 100 best strategies, all outlined step by step for free in these videos. Just keep in mind that it will take more time and cost more money. I know I've discussed a lot of things in this video that might be new to you. If you know this is all very valuable, but you're in a hurry and you don't know what to do next, just subscribe to this channel and go to iMagine and create a free account. It'll only take 30 seconds and we'll send you an email with a checklist about what you should do next. Then you'll have all the information you need and you can do it whenever the time is right for you. I've included links to everything in the description. I've also included links to related videos. As always, think about how you can grow your business in a way that has a positive impact. The best way to do it is with the iMagine platform. I'll see you in the next video.